morning. Well, today we are at the Greenmark Harvest Summit. Going to learn about combines and how to set everything and technology side of it. So there's a lot of people here. This is a big deal, big event, and it's going to be super awkward to film it like it is right now. So we'll see how much I get. There's an X9 here. That's fun. And I saw a few other combines on the way in, so should be pretty good, but I don't know how much you'll see of it. First session of the day, Drapers. So this is a 740 FD used. I've been thinking about those for our corn head. I want to learn about that one. All right, well, I just got back to the farm from Greenmark's Harvest Summit. It was a pretty good meeting. I got a sweatshirt out of the deal, so that's cool. I also, maybe you can see, got my truck back, finally. My headlights work, my turn signals work, it's all good. So, that's good. It's, oh gosh, it's 5 o'clock already. I don't know how much we're gonna do today. I'll go find something. Good morning. Finally kind of feels almost more like a normal day. It's not, but it feels like it. So, we have our MEAEP verification this morning. I talked to you about this program a few weeks ago. It's an environmental thing. I'll talk about it more later. But anyway, that meeting is at 9:30 this morning. Before that, I'm gonna go try and spray a load of insecticide on some aphids on our double crop beans across the road. I don't think I have enough water yet. Those tanks were pretty well empty. I don't know how empty they were, but we try and keep them empty when we're not spraying, just so we don't get algae problems and stuff. I had Dad turn it on for me this morning, but we haven't gotten 1,200 gallons yet. All right, well, we're gonna try and load this up. I'm still not sure we've got enough water. I went and talked to Dad for a minute. He's cleaning up from his sawmill, sawdust and stuff. We need 1,235 gallons. We're back to using the lamb cap insecticide. It's a generic Warrior. I do have a couple jugs of that indigo left, but we're doing double crop beans. The goal here is just to do it as cheap as possible. I don't know what that jug of lamb cap cost me, but the stuff I bought in January cost me like $1.65 an acre or something like that to spray it. It's cheap. Well, we're up to 1,050. We gonna make it? Well, we didn't run out of water. Let's go start spraying. Well, the air conditioner works. Fogged my windows up real good. It's okay, I can see. I promise I can. The landlord's back here cutting firewood. That's we're gonna have to stay way away from him. That's not gonna spray anywhere close. Yeah, if it was the 1st of July, 20th of June, these beans would look fantastic. We'll see. For double crops, they look great, but we got a long ways to go yet. All right, I got the first field done. Our tank is not empty yet, but Dad just called me. We got our meeting, so I'm gonna run back up to the farm for that, and then we'll finish spraying this out probably this afternoon, because as soon as I'm done with that meeting, Anna and I are, well, I'm helping Anna move back to school, so I gotta do that today. All right, well, our meeting is over. Check it out. My farm is verified. We passed the MEAEP cropping system verification. Let me see, they gave me a fancy booklet here to tell you how to tell people what it means. Talking MEAEP. Well, they didn't tell me what to tell you about MEAEP. It tells me how to take a picture though, so we'll go do that. We'll take a picture by our sign. No, it's a good program. It's MEAEP stands for Michigan Agriculture Environmental Assurance Program. MEAEP. And basically they are checking to make sure that we're applying the right amounts of fertilizer where it needs to be, and then we're keeping good records of it, and that we're we're fertilizing for the crop that we're actually trying to produce, and I'm not putting enough fertilizer on to raise 500 bushel corn when we only raise 200 bushel corn, or that kind of thing. Not that anybody would really put that much more on than is required, because have you checked fertilizer prices lately? They're pretty expensive. So chemicals, making sure we're keeping good records of all of that stuff, our irrigation records, all kinds of stuff that we're trying to just make sure we've got records of what we're doing, when we're doing, and that we're doing the right things. It's a voluntary program. Basically, it's there to give us a little bit of legal protection, or at least some representation to prove to people that, hey, we've been doing things right and these people say so. So anyway, it's a good thing. It's a good public perception image type thing program. And so basically we passed everything with flying colors. The only thing was we didn't have this paper, which is our drift management plan and what to do if we have some herbicide or chemical drift from the sprayer, which, I mean, we pretty much know those things, but we didn't have it documented. So we got that taken care of. And then one of the areas that my records are slightly lacking is when we have people custom applying stuff for us. And there are two things there. It's mostly our fall broadcast fertilizer, right? So just like when I was showing you those spots that got missed with our fall wheat fertilizer, and that we could see it in the wheat, and I don't have maps to show that. I'm working really hard on getting those. We have a record of what was applied and where, just not an actual map of it. And then our records on the chicken litter that we get spread was a little lacking, but they have those application records. We can get them from them. The verifier just recommended that we keep all of that stuff on our farm as well. So a couple things to improve on, a lot of stuff we're doing well. That's what we wanted. Now, we have to move Anna. Anna, you ready to go?
Yeah, moving into East Lansing.
Okay. We got the truck all loaded up, Dad's truck, because it has more room than my truck and her car, and off we go. Oh yeah, MEAEP sign picture. Ready? Right there, cropping system. So this was a re-verification. We have to do this once every 5 years. They come back out and recheck stuff, but we're good for another 5 years now. Oh man. Ay, we got lots of stuff. All right, let's go do this. It's a little after 11. I'm hoping to be back here by 3-ish, 2 or 3, so we can finish spraying. My truck's empty. She can take care of the car. Have fun.
Thanks. Got it all moved in. Not really, actually.
Be smart. Don't be stupid.
Make good choices.
That one. All right, see you guys at the farm. All right, I made it back. Anna's off to college, junior year up at Michigan State. Hope she does well with everything. Anyway, we got to finish spraying the stuff we started this morning before I had to do the meeting stuff. Yeah, so we're right across the road. We got to finish this field up, and then we got one more load of insecticide we need to spray, and that'll cover most of the double crop beans. That'll be like 170 of the 200 acres. That's close enough. And we do have a little bit of Roundup, some herbicide that we need to spray. I might actually mix some Roundup and Liberty because I've got some mare's tail in one spot. They finished baling the straw where we had planted between the windrows a while ago. And so we can finish spraying, because I didn't spray the herbicide up there over the windrows because I want to spray it right on the straw. So, all right, I finished spraying that tank out from this morning. I've got one more gallon of the insecticide that I'm using. I do have a couple more gallons of that indigo that I used down to Berkey. What was that, a week ago? I don't know. That I could use if necessary. So a gallon of that lamb cap treats 185 acres, so 2 gallons is about 170. And like I said, I planted 200 acres of double crops. The problem is, some of those double crops, I've got that 10-foot gap in there, and I have to spray the whole thing if I'm going to spray it. So there's probably another 30, 35 acres or so. Maybe not that much. 20, 25 anyway. That I would have to spray in order to get that last little bit. So I don't know. I'm going to spray this tank load out, and we'll see what I've got left. I may mix up 1 gallon of that indigo. A gallon of that only sprays about 32 acres, so it would be about right. We'll see. So this field of double crop beans was the last ones that we planted. I'd have to look up the exact date. I think it was around the 10th of July. a full week after the first field and the last stuff that we were spraying, you can see how much thinner they are. They're not canopied over the wheat stubble and completely concealing it like the last field was, or for the most part. These don't look as good. If I had to guess right now, which is purely a guess because so many things could happen yet, but those other double crops which are over there, they're probably 30 plus bushel double crop beans. These look like 15 to 20 bushel beans to me. I don't know. That's what a week of planting date does in July though. All of those numbers are of course contingent on the fact that it rains again at some point. We're gonna need it. And like I said, they were calling for rain basically all week. We haven't got it yet, so I'm hoping that something pops up here over the next couple of days. Well, here's my last field of double crop beans, and I'm questioning what I'm even doing out here looking at these. These were planted in the middle. They don't look great, but right there is where we started going in between the windrows and stuff. They're just really thin. I think we have the opposite problem being too dry up here. I think when we had that 6 inches of rain in July, it was like less than a week after we planted these that we had 3 inches, and then another week later we had another 3 inches, and the low ground and between the tile lines just drowned it out. Didn't come, crusted, whatever the case may be. It's not real pretty, but nothing I can do about it. So, oh well, we're gonna use up our chemical. We are not gonna mix up more to finish the field though, I can tell you that. I did get out and look at the beans before I came. There are aphids, but they're much lower numbers than what I was finding on those first ones we sprayed the other day where I counted over 200. So probably not super necessary that we're here anyway, but like I said, we had it mixed up, so we're gonna spray it out. All right, I'm done up here. What did we end up doing? 64 acres. There's 45 we didn't do, but yeah, it'll be fine. So, all right, it's almost 6. We're heading back to the farm, and that's probably it for tonight. I need to come up here and spray some herbicide. We've got mare's tail coming in the north side of this field where they just got done baling the straw. I never sprayed any Roundup to kill off the volunteer weed, so we're gonna have to do something about that mare's tail though. All right, well, we are officially done spraying insecticide. I'm not doing any more of it, so that's good. Like I said, we got a little bit of cleaning up to do with some weeds. Probably gonna take 2 loads up there to do that, and then we'll be done spraying until we're time to do the rest of the wheat stubble that don't have double crop beans in it, which will be 2 or 3 weeks, I would assume. All right, well, thanks for watching today. Tomorrow, did I already tell you what I'm doing tomorrow? I don't know, I might have. Tomorrow I've got a, Tony's coming, my sales rep for Golden Harvest. We're gonna go walk some fields with a customer up in Jonesville that's got some of that Indigen corn out, take a look at it before they chop it, which is coming quick. We may or may not find some other people around. I do have pricing for Golden Harvest seed for 2022 crop year, so we're starting to work on some quotes, getting some of that information out, and anybody wants to order seed for next year, I'm ready to take your order. So I got that going on. I've got somebody that wants to drop off some wheat for me to treat, which I'm not ready to treat wheat yet. I don't even have my chemical, but they want to store it in my barn. I got no problems with that, so we'll worry about that. And we might spray a little bit more. We might scout some fields around here. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So anyway, have a great night. We'll see you guys tomorrow.